Welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. Listen, I want to go ahead and give you guys an update on your favorite housewife of Atlanta, Nene Leakes. Listen, she's been dropping hints and crumbs. She's posting photographs onto Instagram and things of that nature with the caption, "I'm still the tastiest peach in Atlanta," which is an ode to one of her old taglines. She's been posted up with Cynthia, Portia Williams, Chanel Ayan, Lisa Milan in Dubai. She's hanging out with the housewives. She's following Bravo. Bravo's following her. And she is disassociating herself with Bethenny Frankel. Oh, and this is off of the hills because I must repeat the facts, and a lot of the Nene fans hate it when I repeat the facts, but as long as I give you guys an update to this story, I'm going to repeat the facts no matter how y'all feel about the situation. We know that she was offered the 6 episodes. She quit the show, filed a lawsuit, boycotted the network, called Andy Cohen a racist, and has been on every podcast imaginable talking about how she would go back for the fans and how she just wants to have a conversation with the network, okay? Okay. Moving right along, fast forward to, so now she's dropping all of these hints and hanging out with the housewives and doing this, that, and the third, following Bravo, whatever. Not too long ago, she had this limited series with Bethenny Frankel, a limited podcast series. And it was interesting because I remember like their first podcast, they sat around and they were talking about how Nene was blackballed and how Andy Cohen was this, and basically just trash talking the network and the housewives and just going the hell in, okay? 2 disgruntled ex-employees. Not invalidating their experiences, not saying that they're lying or that they're wrong, but I mean, they no longer work with that network, and you can tell that there's definitely a lot of negative harbored feelings between the both of them. So it was really interesting how a lot of the fans noticed that Nene Leakes had scrubbed her Instagram page of everything Bethenny. Everybody thought, well, if she's scrubbing her Instagram page of Bethenny, who's known to consistently go after the network and tear them down at every chance that she gets, i.e. the Vanity Fair article that flopped, then Nene must be having something going on, right? Does that make sense? Like she's disassociating from Bethenny, therefore she must be behind closed doors associating with the network. Okay, you see how that logic turns out? So listen, you guys, the update is that Bethenny Frankel went on to her podcast, RHOA, and I'll go ahead and link it down below. But she basically said that she called Nene up and asked her about this. She heard about the chatter and she heard about the rumors and she wanted to get to the bottom of it. So she called Nene up and asked her, "Why did you scrub me from your Instagram page? What is your issue with me? What's the real tea?" And it's a really interesting clip, so check this out.
So Nene, they call it scrubbed our interview here from her Instagram. Only because people asked me, I asked her just to not be in the dark. And she was like, "Girl, every now and then I just clean up my Instagram." People were saying that maybe that means she's going back to the show and that I guess she followed Bravo or Bravo followed her. She said to me, "Girl, I haven't spoken to them and don't believe anything. And I always follow Bravo. I think they just started following me."
Now, my personal opinion, I've been saying that Nene can drop all the hints that she wants. And I feel like everything that she's doing is her own personal PR campaign to possibly get some jobs or get back on to Bravo. But I don't really believe that her and Bravo are in negotiations for not a thing. Okay, now, y'all can call me a hater, but those are my personal beliefs. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a part of NBC Universal headquarters, and I'm not an executive making decisions. I'm not in Nene's home. I didn't tap her phone, so I don't know what kind of conversations that she's having. But that's just what I feel like from an outsider looking into the situation. So it's interesting to see that Bethenny is now on her podcast saying that Nene allegedly said that she hasn't spoken to Bravo and is telling Bethenny to not believe anything that you hear via social media. You know what? There's 3 possible, situations happening here. The first being that Bethenny could totally be lying about what Nene told her over the phone. But I don't believe that to be the case, okay? Because then Nene could easily go onto social media and be like, "Bitch, that's not true." The second possibility is that everything Nene allegedly said to Bethenny is 100% the truth. And it's quite possible that she has not spoken to the network, which plays into my theory of this is a PR campaign in order to get back onto the network. And then the third possible scenario could be that maybe Nene did say this to Bethenny, saying that she hasn't spoken to the network and don't believe anything that you read. But maybe Nene was lying in order to, I guess, not hurt Bethenny's feelings for scrubbing her and disassociating from her. So my question to you guys is, which scenario do you believe? I think either Nene lied to her and maybe she really is in negotiations or in talks with Bravo to bring her back because the show is failing, but not failing like OC in Salt Lake City and Miami and some of the other shows. Or what she said is really true and she has no communications with those people. But I thought it was interesting. I thought it was bold of Bethenny to call Sister Girl up and be like, hey girl, like, why did you scrub me? And apparently her answer was, well, I just from time to time scrub my Instagram. There's a reason though. Listen, y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.